I just made the best beignets I have ever tasted in my life. They are soft, they are pillowy, and they are stuffed with vanilla cream. Let me show you how I did it. So first you're going to take some warm water, some sugar, and some active dry yeast, and you're going to mix them up together in a bowl until everything is fully incorporated. And then once this mixed, you're going to put it to the side and let the yeast activate for about 10 minutes. Now, while that's happening, you're going to take some eggs, some evaporated milk, and some vanilla paste or some vanilla extract. I got this vanilla paste from the TikTok shop. The link is below. Make sure you check it out. It's really good. And then you're going to whisk it all together right quick and whip it up really good just until it's completely mixed. And then you're going to take the egg and milk mixture and mix it in with the yeast mixture, and you're going to blend that all together. Now after that's done, you're going to start adding your flour and your salt mixture, and you're going to gently stir that into the liquid. And the reason I say to do it gently is because you don't want your dough to be too tough. When you're stirring flour into products, the harder you do it and the faster you do it, the more gluten is going to build up, and the more gluten there is in a product, the tougher it's going to become. And we're not making pasta here. You want that toughness, elasticity with pasta, not so much with a bread product. So then you're going to add your butter. You want softened butter, and you're going to blend that in gently too, and then keep adding the flour, and then add the rest of the butter and just softly press that in. And you just want to fold it and gently mash it until it's all blended together. And you see, as the more flour you add, it's going to start to form into this big ball of dough. But you must remember that the key is to be gentle. You don't want to whip it or beat it too hard or anything. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done, a sticky ball of dough. And then you want to get a chopping board or something on your counter and put some flour down. And then you're going to put the dough onto the chopping board, and you're going to begin to knead it. So you're going to do this for about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, just working it. And it's going to be sticky at first, so you're going to have to add a little flour every now and then, just so it doesn't stick. The pieces that stuck to the board, scrape that up, put it back onto the ball, and just add a little flour and then knead. And then if you need more flour, add a little more, and then keep on kneading it. And you're just going to gently press it and fold, press and fold, press and fold. And it's done when you can squeeze it and it bounces back. When it comes a little elastic, that's when it's perfect. So then you're going to take a bowl and you're going to put some oil in it, grease it up really well. And then you're going to put the dough in the bowl. And then after that, you're going to cover it with a damp cloth, and you're going to put this to the side so it can rise for about 2 hours. And so now we're going to start on the vanilla cream filling. So you're going to take some softened cream cheese, and you're going to beat it with an electric mixer. And then after that's creamed, you're going to add some powdered sugar and some more vanilla paste. And then you're going to beat that until it's smooth and creamy, and the sugar and the cream cheese are fully blended. And then once that's done, you're going to add some heavy cream And you're going to beat this on high for about 4 to 5 minutes. You want it to get, really thick and creamy, and you have to do that for a while once you add the heavy cream. And when it's done, as you can see, it's going to be real thick and creamy. You want it to have like almost a texture of like Greek yogurt almost. And so then you're going to put that in your piping bag and then put it in the refrigerator. And this is what the dough looks like after 2 hours. So you're going to put some flour on another surface, and then we're going to start rolling the dough out. So you're going to roll it out to about maybe 1 inch thickness, and then you're going to take a cookie cutter, which I don't have, so I use the glass. But I just brought me some cookie cutters, so next time I do that, I'm going to have the proper tools. But you're going to take your cookie cutter and you're going to cut it, or you can cut it into squares if you like. I prefer my beignets to be circular instead of squares, so this is how I do it. But you can cut it into squares also. And then you're going to put them on a baking dish or a cookie dish or whatever, and you're going to cover them with the cloth and let them rise for another 30 minutes before you fry them. This is what they look like after they've risen for 30 minutes. And then you're going to put them in some hot oil. This is about 350 degrees. And you're going to fry them. I have about 4 that I put at one time. You don't want to overcrowd it. And you're going to cook them on each side for about 2 or 3 minutes until they're nice and golden brown and crispy. And then flip it and cook it on the other side. And then you're going to take them out and let them drain on a wire rack or a paper towel. Whatever you have is fine. And then once they cool, you're going to take your butter knife and, just stick them in the middle, twist it a little bit to make a hole for the filling. And then you're going to take the filling that you put in the piping bag and fill each beignet with the vanilla cream. My camera was at a bad angle, so I didn't really get it. But after you fill it with the cream, you're going to take some powdered sugar and sprinkle it on the top. And that's it. And here we go. Vanilla cream stuffed beignets. And I tell you, this is one of the best things that you will ever eat. You have got to try this. The holidays are coming up. Make it, and I promise it's going to be a hit with all of your friends and family members. Just look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? So if you try it, please let me know. And the recipe is in my cookbook.